we have calculated transmission coefficient in rectangular potential barrier, and we have seen that transmission coefficient capital T is equal to minus 4 P1 square P2 square hyperbolic sec square I P2A upon H cross upon P1 square plus P2 square hyperbolic tan square I P2A upon H cross minus 4 P1 square P2 square. And reflection coefficient we have calculated as P1 square minus P2 square whole square hyperbolic tan square iota P2A upon H cross upon P1 square plus P2 square whole square hyperbolic tan square iota P2A upon H cross minus 4 P1 square P2 square. The property of the barrier penetration is entirely due to the wave nature of matter and is very similar to the total internal reflection of light waves. If two plates of glass are placed close to each other with a layer of air as a medium between them, the light will be transmitted from one plate to another, even though the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle. However, the intensity of transmitted wave will decrease exponentially with the thickness of the layer of air. In this case, the intensity of electron waves decrease exponentially with the thickness of the barrier. The wave function has the form more or less as shown in this figure. Now let us consider a special case when the barrier is thick, that is iota P2A is very greater than H cross since A is very large. So in this case, hyperbolic tan iota P2A upon H cross, we can say that it is approximately equal to 1, and hyperbolic sec iota P2A upon H cross, this is equal to 2 e raised to power iota P2A upon H cross. It is to be noted that P2 is imaginary, and so iota P2 and P2 square are real and negative. The equation of transmission coefficient T will therefore be minus 16 P1 square P2 square e raised to power 2 iota P2A upon H cross plus P1 square plus P2 square minus 4 P1 square P2 square, or we can say that this is equal to minus 16 P1 square P2 square e raised to power 2 iota P2A upon H cross upon P1 square minus P2 square whole square. And similarly, R is equal to P1 square minus P2 square whole square upon P1 square plus P2 square minus 4 P1 square P2 square, which is equal to 1. Substituting the value of P1 and P2, that is P1 is under root 2 ME, and from equation of T will be 16 into E into V0 minus E upon V0 square into E raised to power minus 2 under root 2m V0 E V0 minus E A upon H cross. This is the expression for transmission coefficient for a very large barrier. The phenomena of the particles, suppose electron, penetrating the potential barrier is called the tunnel effect and is especially important in thermonic and field emission. Now we will discuss application of barrier penetration, that is alpha decay. It is known that certain nuclei emit alpha particles, the process being known as alpha decay. The theory of alpha decay is based on the idea that alpha particles are bound inside the nucleus by tremendous and enormous attraction forces, which are very similar to those involved in the attraction of neutrons and protons. However, these attractive forces have a very short range such that they are completely negligible unless the alpha particle is inside the nucleus. As the alpha particle and the nucleus are both positively charged, there must be repulsive electrical forces. When alpha particle is inside the nucleus attractive force dominates over the electrical repulsive forces. But when alpha particle is outside the nucleus, the repulsive force dominates over the nuclear attractive forces. Therefore, if an alpha particle is brought from a long distance toward the nucleus, it will be at first be repelled electrically and will possess potential energy twice E into Ze upon R, that is 2Ze square upon R, where Ze is the charge on the nucleus, 2E is the charge on alpha particle, and R is the distance of the alpha particle from the center of the nucleus. When this alpha particle reaches the nucleus, the attractive force dominates over the repulsive forces. This is the potential curve as a function of R given by this diagram. Now, if an alpha particle has energy E which is less than that required to carry out the repulsive electrical barrier, then according to classical mechanics, the alpha particle one got inside the nucleus will be trapped in it. But according to quantum mechanics, alpha particle has a small but finite probability of penetrating the barrier. There is an evidence that the alpha particle moves back and forth freely with an average speed of 10 raised to power 9 centimeter per second. The radii of heavy radioactive nuclei like uranium 92 U-238 are of the order of 10 raised to power minus 12 centimeter. Therefore, the alpha particle will strike the barrier 10 raised to power 9 upon 10 raised to power minus 12, which is equal to 10 raised to power 21 times per second. The alpha particle strikes the barrier each time. The probability that it penetrates the barrier is equal to the transmission or transmission coefficient given by the above equation. Therefore, the probability that a alpha particle leaks out in 1 second, P is equal to 10 raised to power 21 T per second. Now for uranium, E is equal to 4.2 MeV and V0 is equal to 30 MeV. Mass of the alpha particle is 4 into mass of proton, which is equal to 4 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. We know that H cross is given by 1.05 into 10 raised to power minus 27 arc second, and A is equal to 2 into 10 raised to power minus 12 centimeter. So, on putting these values, P comes out to be approximately equal to 10 raised to power minus 11 per year. The average lifetime of the nucleus is the reciprocal of this, or we can say that tau is equal to 1 upon 10 raised to power minus 11, which is equal to 10 raised to power plus 11 years. But experimentally, it was found that tau is equal to 10 raised to power 10 years. Thus, the theory does not hold. The discrepancy is due to fact that the potential is not rectangular, and hence the present treatment is not very good for this case. A better treatment is due to WKB approximation. It may also be understood that the lifetime of different elements vary widely because V0 minus E and A are different for different elements, and the exponential is very sensitive to these quantities. So this is all about alpha decay and rectangular potential barrier. Thank you.